Good morning, everybody. This is MySpace in your place, Joanna. Well, to those that don't know me, I tell stories. My stories, your stories, and try to, and real stories. This story today is on a Saturday, and what a beautiful Saturday it is. Every day that God make is beautiful, and I am very grateful. And that is a lot what this video is going to be about, and it's going to be short and sweet. Um, it's Saturday morning. The sun has not come out yet. We had a little snow yesterday, didn't last long, and it's kind of drizzly today. But I want to say that a lot has happened in my life and in your lives. But still and yet we keep moving. That's what it's all about. Keep moving and pressing forward through trying times and being grateful. And when I say stone soup, that's a lot what this is about, like stone soup. A lot of stories, helping one another is about love. When I first started doing my YouTube channel, go ahead and like and share and subscribe if you have not done it already. I would appreciate it. I count every subscriber as a blessing, as you all know. And I thank those that have already subscribed. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday talk. Okay, moving right along. We all, as a whole of people around the world, we are really having a rough time. Now, the reason why I started my video was to tell my stories because I was alone. The virus came. I lost a son. My daughter's in Florida, so I was alone. And so I started my video. MySpace in your place. But I want you to know this. I wanted to, like on my platform, and Napperhead just want to talk sometime. If you ever stop by there to look at that, I want to make a fingerprint in this lifetime, in my lifetime. Or not that it matters to you, but it matters to me for my grandchildren and my children to see my face, to hear my voice way after I'm gone. As long as internet is still available, they can pull their mother or grandmother or great-grandmama up. So I did it to make a statement and have a place in life. Make a fingerprint, you know, for my children and their children. That was the main reason. And I want to tell you a little bit about if you're struggling during these times, whether it be financially or you got struggles about this vaccines, you got strugglings about going back to work, You got strugglings about the passings of loved ones, dealing with grief. There's so much going on, and it's magnified, like amplified, like 10 times if you lose a loved one during these trying times. Because I lost my son before a virus and all of that. So I can't even imagine or even fathom that somebody would lose. It's bad enough to lose a child. And then during these times, you know, it like amplifies it. Again, I thank you for joining me on this Saturday morning here in Anchorage. Well, I am one my viewers, my subscribers to know that I used to be way against that vaccine because I was going by what I see on social media and reading. Oh, it might have microchips, all this, and I was falling into that. Really, I was hell bent on not doing it until something happened. If you look on my other video, you can see what happened, why I did it. And I am glad I did, because that was so coward of me to not want to protect myself at my age and people around me that I love. You know, so neither here or there. Is still up to the individual to make that decision. And then I want to say to my children and my grandchildren, which this has nothing to do with the subscribers, but I love you so very much. I love you. Each one of my children are different. The one that passed, he was him. My daughter is her, and my baby son is him. You know, each one of them, that's a mother. They know the character of each one of their children. Every one of them have different needs and different personalities. Being a mother, you try to, you know, handle that coming up. And I'm happy and I'm pleased. My son is struggling with incarcerations in and out and everything, and I know why. Because there's no facilities for mental illness. You know, there's no aftercare. Here in the state of Florida, they have jobs just for felons. Here where I live, unfortunately, that's, you know, they don't have like a preparing them to go outside and really to keep them out. It seems like that's not an issue. They don't, you know, want to do it. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. And I just want, if anybody looking, other parents that's having this, you know, issue with their sons or daughters being incarcerated back and forth because they're having a hard time interacting with society and struggling with mental illness and everything like that. Well, if you've done all you could do, the best you just keep praying and just keep a open mind and try to help as much as you can. But you cannot just sit there and gloat and mope and build your whole life on just worrying about that one person that's, you know, that can't, you know, get together, or maybe even if you try to get them help, they won't accept. You just cannot let that take you down. You got to continue to try to stay focused. It's hard now, you know, so it's time to like do your gardening. That's weeding, getting rid of things that's unproductive in your life. That is people, places, and things. Things that can be harmful to you, your welfare, your well-being, even your health. You got to get rid. You got to draw a line in the sand. You got to like square off with whatever that is. Now it's at the point where people unknowing, I know why, they have been deliberately set apart. There was a wrench thrown in society years ago that divided the whole country. Now, we was a country, yes, we got history like everybody else. We have our downfalls like everybody else. But we always was able to agree to disagree without violence. It has gotten to, if you disagree with one thing, you might get killed. You might get beat up. You know, it's really sad. And it's all because of misinformation or just that someone have like started a fire and lit a fire deliberately, knowing that the people hungered for. Some of them thrived off division, but they didn't know how to put it. But this one person come along and put it in the words for them, and they go, "Oh yeah, that's right. I can't. I hate that, and I hate that, and no, don't." That's called division, and it's a sin. That is sinful. That's a sinful, deliberate act to divide a nation, like deliberately, and continue to do that. And we as citizens of the United States, and in whatever state, it is up to you. If you are a righteous person and believe in righteousness and love for your fellow man, it is your duty to not spread misinformed information or not treat your neighbors and talk like that and all this stuff and start rumors and stuff like that, because that's not right. That's not right. It's ugly. It's ugly. Like I say, my little saying is, if you hate me, I can't help that, but I have to love you. Because I am a Christian, and that's just how we go, you know. And then some people probably wonder why President Pence, Vice President Pence, went on and did the inauguration for the president. Well, being a Christian man, you give Caesar what's due Caesar. That was a part of his job to do that, you know. But you can't blame the vice president for following after Christ. He did like the Christ-like thing. Yeah, that's what he did. But anyway, I didn't get on here for the politics, but I was just giving you an example, you know, of what the vice president did and why he did it. I'm looking at it as a Christian, on the Christian point of view. Okay, moving along. In where I live in Alaska, we the type of people. Okay, we can see people and know people's faces, but we might smile at them, but never even speak. But we know each other. But never would you go get into shout matches in places and stuff like that. Well, a lot of things that were in people's hearts, in their minds, that never was spoke out, they got the guts through someone else to start saying things like that. But I still thank God for my state. Even though they are, you know, still kind of, they get in there, they coming along slowly, and I pray and I keep my state and all the leaders of my state always in my prayers. Even high up, the president, whoever is in office, whomever, it does not matter. That's just me. And I want to leave a fingerprint, a voice on this earth way long after I'm gone. And then, you know, another thing, when time wait on no man. Nobody couldn't have told me 40 years ago that I would be 67 with a few wrinkles and needing a few tucks and pulls and stuff. You know, and when I would think about the people that were my age back then, them old people. But you will have a change of heart. You just keep living. And then that you will see that age is a number, and people have feelings just because they're not 22 or 30. They have feelings, and everybody want to be healthy and live in peace, no matter what the age is. And so I'm just here. This is just a little Saturday talk. I just thought that I'll come to you today just to say hello and that I love you. And I sincerely do. Keep you in my prayers, I do. And I want you to do me as well. I've started to participate more with Twitter. I actually have a Twitter family now that we talk on a regular basis. And that helps me. I'm always looking for something to, you know, other than just, you know, reading and studying scripture, something outside, mingling with people, like people that lost sons or children. I could speak on that. People that maybe dealing with mental illness or incarceration, children, or addictions and stuff like this. A lot of things that I can, you know, join in and share my side of it, my points of views and my opinions, because you know we all have opinions. So I enjoy doing that, and I also enjoy sharing Cure with you. And not so much of an Instagram person, personality person, but I do like share stuff to Instagram. I just want you to know Joanna. And as I make my videos, each year I'm going to start to get older. And you'll probably notice that. But you know what? That is a blessing because I'm alive and I'm well. I'm doing very well. For those of you that wanted to know how I was doing, I'm doing very well, and thank you for even being, you know, wanting to know how I was and stuff like that. I'm doing very well. I'm like I said, I got a nutritionist. I'm eating better because I have a daughter that I want to be an example for, you know, and I have granddaughters and you know, that they need to see that as long as you got breath in your body, you should try doing something, being a part of something, being a good citizen, being someone that can brighten up somebody's day and bring joy into someone's life, and being a good listener to people. That's very important, to be a listener to someone. And I just want to say that it's been now going on, I think, was the first of next year be 2 years that I have been doing my YouTube videos. Yes. And I never thought that I would even keep it up. Yeah, I never thought I was keep it up because I was having a rough time with just saying like, oh no, I don't feel like putting on this, and I would see other YouTubers laying in bed or laying on sofas anywhere, just doing their videos, and I say, well, why not? But me, of course, being a little bit more mature, I want to at least be presentable because of my children and my grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? But then when I don't, if like Monique was telling us about those silk caps that we have on, if I want to put on my silk cap, honey, and if I have a message that I need to get to you quick, I will have on my silk cap. All right? Well, I just want to just tell you all that, you know, the world that we are in right now is in a little uproar. Try not to take everything happening personal. If you're not a Christian or do not read the Bible or any kind of affiliation with Christianity or whatever your faith is, you have no faith or no religious nothing. Well, it's going to be kind of hard because you have nothing to like ground you, and you just like a flat, you know, loose kite that somebody. But if you have something that's grounded, even someone that's been taught, and they have that instilled in them, they know right from wrong. They're not going to go so far out. And for those that have lost loved ones, you are in my prayers every day. And my nephew, I lost him on the 7th of September this month. And Jason. I love Jason. And him and my son, both of them, they're gone. But we're going to go on, and we have to go on. And you know one thing about as you grow older, just say about a few years ago, I was afraid to die. And I would talk to my prayer partners like, you know, I know that one day I will, but I'm afraid. But now it's not like that. No, it's just as fast as like a switch. From living to death is like flipping a switch, entering from one state to the next. But you know, my mind is in a different. So you just hold on, because every day you move into a new dimension. You know, you're going to either go one way. You're going to gain knowledge and you're going to grow. Or if you're not watering what you do know, you will die. And when I say die, not literally die, but unproductivity like that. You know, that type of die. But being productive, a productive citizen, or helpful person, and being there for people when they need to talk to you, that helps, honey. Because we all need one another. Your neighbors, check on your neighbors. Smile. You know, some people, even in the church, they have a mug that if I was unsaved, I wouldn't even approach them. And that's sad. You know, I don't do those type of people very well, because I'm not that type of person. Envious, jealous, malice, and all that. Never was. I could very well be the way the story, if you heard my story, growing up as a child slave and having to take care of siblings and all that stuff. Honey, if anybody should be, I should be, but nope, I'm not. Never was, never will be. Some people just not cut out of that cloth to be like that. And you find out when you're not like that, it's like you're rewarded. Yeah, because at my age now, I'm happier and freer than I ever, because every good thing is a gift from God. That's what I say. Yeah, happiness, peace, empathy, sympathy, you know, giving, the gift of giving and stuff like that, and praying for people. Yes, and I just love every gift that I have like that. Being empathetic and sympathetic and listening to people and loving no matter what. That's me. Well, go ahead on and like and share. This was rock soup today. A little bit of everything, hoping that everybody from everywhere can put something in the pot, and let's get this thing we call life together. And let's all start making some fingerprints in this life, that the people that's coming after us know that we came through. Because we know as baby boomers, we didn't do such a good job with the on our share of doing the right thing by the world. That's why they broke out with all this stuff. They couldn't find their way, and we did march. We did not do any of that. Some of us, and I was one of the ones. But anyway, it's too late now. My knees giving out, and my feet. I can't do all that, but I can pray. I can listen now, and I can be happy and help those that need help. This was Rock Soup today, and thank you for joining me on this great Saturday morning here in Anchorage, Alaska. I love each and every one of my subscribers and my viewers. If you have not joined the family, join today. This is Joanna, MySpace in your place. Anchorage, Alaska saying bye-bye.